In this video, I'm going to show you how to ceramic coat your rims from start to finish, specifically on a Porsche 911. So you're going to start by jacking up the car, and I chose to do 2 wheels at a time. Technically, you can do all 4. So there are a couple different jack points on a 911 to be able to lift one side at a time. So you're going to start off by obviously taking off the rims and starting with a nice power wash. Then you're going to want to grab a wheel cleaner. I use the Griot's wheel cleaner. It's been proven to work pretty good. So you're going to douse that pretty good front and back, let that soak for a minute. And then I'm starting with a more abrasive brush because this was recently pretty heavily tracked and there's a lot of grime on there. So that's really good at getting the initial gunk off the rims. Then you're going to want to rinse it off and then repeat and do another coat of the wheel cleaner and let that sit for a little bit. Then I'm taking a more detailed brush, softer brush, gets into the nooks and crannies a little bit more, and I'm spending more time making sure absolutely all the imperfections are gone, getting all the tar, as you can see, picking that off, and some of the rubber that from the tires that got baked on there from the track day. Then it's time to take a clay bar. I use the Adams clay bar. Really, any clay bar would work, but this has been proven to work pretty good. And this is going to take off all of the little stuff that you missed with all the brushes. It's really good at getting it down to a smooth surface. So you're going to want to hit the front and the back, all the little nooks and crannies, paying attention, making sure everything is perfect. And then you're going to hit it with the power washer, get it completely clean. Then the next step is to hit it with a surface prep. I use the Mother's CMX surface prep, and that essentially just gets all of the prior finishes or protectants that you've put on the rims, gets that completely off so that you're starting from a nice base. Ooh, that looks shiny already. Let's go. Now it is time to ceramic coat. I'm using the Armor Shield by Avalon Kings. I've used that once before and it did a pretty good job. So you're going to want to liberally apply a good amount onto that cloth, and I use the pad that comes with it. And I start on the back just because it's a little bit more forgiving until you get a little bit comfortable with the cadence and the speed at which you're applying it. On the front, I don't use the pad. I just use the cloth to get into the nooks and crannies. I usually let it sit for about an hour in the sun, and then and actually before you do the second coat, you're going to want to hit it with that microfiber cloth. So you'll see that it has an oily sheen to it that tells you it's time to wipe it, and you're going to want to go into all the nooks and crannies. I did 3 coats on this one, and you're going to want to wait about an hour between each coat. So then once you're done with that, it's time to get the wheels put back on. You got your little helper there with you, as you can see. And then you're going to want to basically lower the car in the reverse order that you jacked it in. And then also make sure that you're torquing down the lug nuts to specs. And there you have it. You're done. Brand new, shiny, super clean.